Yeah, I just want to do this video because I was just looking at some analytics of YouTube, and I'm just wondering, like, do women really hate me that bad? I mean, I don't really get it because I don't make fun of women, and I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend for 10 years, never cheated on her. We got 2 kids. My first son, he has autism, and I feel like I've been through what a lot of women have been through as far as seeing their son just regress after getting their round of shots around, 16, 18 months after those wellness visits. And I can relate with a lot of women like that. And you're going to laugh, but I mean, on YouTube, for the past month, I probably had 97% of men watch my videos and only 3%. So it can't be that bad. I don't really understand that. I mean, I realize that my content's not for most people. I do videos on gardening, permaculture, and I talk a lot about Fukushima. And I just talk a lot about the events that I see unfolding. And I think it's, maybe it's partially me. Maybe it's something that is annoying to people. I don't know. But I'm open to ideas, suggestions. I got an open mind. I think also partially to blame is Susan Wojciechowski, because ever since she took over, I just noticed a difference in YouTube, how things have been really declining, going downhill. I noticed that now when you go to recommended videos, like just recommending a bunch of the mainstream videos like Fox News, CNN, like I don't watch Fox News. Do you go to YouTube to watch stuff that's on Fox News? I certainly don't. I don't get it. I know there's a lot of women out there that I share a lot of ideas and views with as far as, being out in nature and living off the land and being a forager and just being prepared. I am going to be doing more of my videos kind of in that direction because I feel like something is coming and people need to be planning. Hey, and if something doesn't happen, you were prepared anyway and you have your backup plan. I even have plans where I might even go to Canada or South America depending on the events that happen here. And if I gotta have a plan B, I'm gonna be like really out of the city, out of the suburbs. I'm gonna be really deep in the country, 60, 70 miles from here in the middle of Florida somewhere. And if there's some locals that wanna join up with me, the more the merrier, because you don't want to be alone out there. You want to be a team. You want to work together. I believe in that community dynamic. And we weren't supposed to be living by ourselves in our little rooms, in our little compartments, and just looking at our phones. That's not how it was supposed to be. I mean, we're a social people. We're people that were designed to work together, to share, to barter. I love that. I would love to barter with more people and meet people like that. I have tons of seeds to barter. Plants. I would love to meet people that are into guerrilla gardening because I do a lot of that. And it really gets overlooked, guerrilla gardening, because let's just say the grid does go down. There's going to be a lot of businesses that are not open. You're not going to be able to go to your Publix, to your Walmart and get your groceries. It's just not happening. So it's going to be those people that planned ahead that are putting food out there in random places. I could be very valuable to a group here in my area if the grid goes down. I know where a lot of the food is. I put it there. If people can identify a plant, good for them. They get to eat it. And that's kind of how I look at the world. It's just sharing and creating possibilities for others. I just don't get it. It just doesn't make sense. If you actually go to my Facebook page, it's the total opposite. Probably about 90% of my friends are women. And it's not because I'm looking for women. It just happens to be that those women are in the vaccine movement, and they really are the ones who saw what was happening to their kids more than the men. And you could blame whatever reason why the men are not paying attention as much. Maybe they're hanging out with their friends and they're so sucked into sports and stuff that they just kind of didn't see their kid regress after vaccines. And it's really more the women who are paying attention to their kids that have watched those things happen. I think that's the reason why maybe I kind of have so many friends that are women on Facebook as opposed to men on Facebook. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some great men in the vaccine movement. I'm going to leave some links in the description. There's this guy named Wyatt. There's another guy on YouTube, AreVaccinesSafe. There's Robert Kennedy Jr. There's a lot of great men in the fight because they've seen what happened to their kids too. They've seen the damage that vaccines can do. And yeah, maybe the majority of people, the vaccines don't seem to affect them right away. But there are a minority of people that is definitely hurting. And my son was one of them. My son was banging his head after a vaccine. He would just get frustrated, and he was just screaming after his vaccine. He caught the fever. You take him to the hospital. What does the hospital do to lower the fever? They give him acetaminophen. They give him Tylenol. Those are all the worst things to do when you get a fever with a kid after a vaccine. I learned the hard way. Parenting, and fortunately for my daughter, she's not going to go down the same road as my son, and she's in great health. We've tried to feed her as much organic food as possible, introduce her to a lot of foods. I mean, she's still breastfeeding. I'm pushing mama to keep breastfeeding until, as long as mama can handle it and doesn't mind. The baby's doing really well, really healthy, really happy. And I would love to share videos of my kids on YouTube, but as you can see now, YouTube is really cracking down on their child channels, and is really for all the wrong reasons. They're punishing parents that want to share stories of their kids. They take something that happens and they rearrange it to just screw over everybody. I've seen this so many times on YouTube. There's some great channels about kids that are trying to share their stories, and now they can't put any of their kids in their videos now, or the channels are getting shut down. We need to break the cycle of YouTube. You need to get out there and go on other platforms, even if you don't care about watching my stuff. Eventually, there's going to be somebody that you love. They're going to disappear from YouTube, and they're going to be in another channel you're not going to know about. Maybe they'll be on Minds. Maybe they'll be on Bitchute. I love Minds and Bitchute. I'm on both of those. So if you'd like to keep in contact with what I'm doing, I'm going to have some links in the description from my Minds link and my channels link. I am putting more videos on those because I feel like I can say more of what I want to say without YouTube, being the nanny. It's really went to hell what YouTube's done. They've done so many bad things the past few years. I used to love YouTube. It was perfect before, Susan Wojciechowski and all these people got involved in 2013, 14. It's just all downhill. What can I say? I'm not going to stop, man. I'm going to keep pushing on, and I'd like you all to join this journey with me. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.